Welcome back, hunters. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to the Hunter Classic in Bayou. So last episode, not weekend, we have been trying just to get some of basically the land half of the animal roster. We haven't really had any good luck trying for the, bobcats. So I'm going to try for this whitetail they called just down south this way. Oh lord, the place is frickin' noisy. I'm going to work my way south, see if I can get this whitetail buck they called from down this way. And I am still going to try to keep my ears open, and we'll try going for the bobcats, but it definitely feels like there's something I've got to... Oh, okay, well that might actually be good news. It's like she's calling from right about where the buck did. So maybe he's traveling with a group, and they're going to be a bit slower in their movements. Oh, Lord, so many damn ducks. Let's get a little chance to glass out here. Yeah, so the bobcats, I haven't been having much luck with the e-collar seeming to bring them in. I don't know if it's because it has a fairly limited range that the calls go out for, or the bobcats are very skittish and the calls are more like, a warning call from Call of the Wild, where it's more like, they're running off and they're just letting me, oh, look who's peeking their head over. I don't know if you're the one that called from earlier or not, but... Okay, that should put him down just a moment or two. Because that should have been a proper lung shot. And again, I'll just go crouched in case. I really feel like that. It's definitely not going to instantly drop it. I think if I was using the 300, it probably would put it down instantly. But the 243 should still be enough to put it down with that lung shot. This might actually not be a bad idea to keep using the 243 for the whitetails. So that way I can try to get the shooting skill up, and it's a little more steady, given I also use it for small game like the bobcats or foxes. But again, it's kind of a thing where I wish you could just go out to like an in-game firing range, get your weapon skill up a few levels to more like a proper, kind of steadier position, and then it caps out and you have to level it through hunting more. Just that way it doesn't feel like you've got such a shaky and wobbly firearm to use. Yeah, Lung's Heart, and he was indeed the one that called previously. So let's go snag him, and then we can basically just take a little step right over to the roadway there. I guess it's probably more of a trail. I don't think you'd have a road. Maybe you'd have a road leading kind of towards into the bayou like this. Or at least towards an edge of it. Yeah, here you are. Actually, it's hard to say. He's got a larger spread than the other one, so he might be a higher score. No, he's actually lower. Okay, we'll just resume with that. Again, there's a lot you can really brush up and learn, like the scoring system. I'm trying to remember what it's... It has an official name for, like, what the scoring system is. And you can find, like, all kinds of... Oh! Bobcat? Bobcat. You can find all kinds of, like, little diagrams and that of, like, all kinds of different big game species of how they measure and rank and score things. But it does look like we are basically approaching the line between the forest and the bayou here. And I'm debating whether I'll do any of the accent or talk like that, or southern accent, come next weekend. Because right now I've got to catch up on some recordings after the holidays have been done. And already my throat is starting to feel it just from the little bit I've done so far today. Now, from the looks of things, this kind of loops up to a point, so maybe I will follow this to whatever that is. But then next weekend, we are I thought I saw something just on the ground, like a bunch of black dots before. Okay, maybe it's just a graphic glitch going on out there. Let me just bring up the scope and see. Yeah, I think it's just a little graphic issue going on out there. But next weekend, we're, as you can see, close to being right into the bayou of sorts down there. So even if we do stick a little bit more to the edges this episode, it's not like we're going to be lacking of the main draw of Ruru Bayou. Next weekend, we'll definitely have quite a bit in there to show for sure. Yeah, might as well glass from a distance and see if we can spot anything. Although, again, because of how the vegetation renders in, sometimes it's actually better to not use the binoculars for distance. Because all of a sudden, it gets a lot thicker with things when you look through the optics. I gotta have a drink. I'm really feeling the burn in my throat already. I'm not sure, maybe it's the dry winter air really having an impact or what, but gotta stay hydrated, at least for this episode. Then I'll take a little break and get something to eat and drink proper. Yeah, it's kind of interesting to be playing a game like the Hunter Classic in the middle of winter. Because you can go to places like Bushrangers Run, Piccabean Bay, Ruru Bayou that are warm looking. There's no snow, cold, or ice to worry about in them. But then I just turn around, look out my window. Oh, lordy, it's snowing again, which means I'll have to shovel or snow blow. And winter is the season that is nice to look at, but atrocious to live in. I mean, you can always dress for the cold. You do just have to have the layers for it. And heat, you can't... There's a certain point where you can't really beat the heat anymore unless you basically go underwater or in the water. But I still think, like, for all practical purposes, snow, winter, overrated. It might look all nice and pretty, but that doesn't matter for much when you're bent over with a shovel just trying to scoop your way out of your own driveway. Or parking lot. Or even just walkway. Anywhere you basically have the shovel's a pain. I was kind of hoping maybe with having like a... Oh, actually... No, never mind. I just thought... I kind of saw like the little black mass out there. I thought maybe that was a bear, but... Doesn't look like it, or if it is, it's behind the bush. Actually, I don't know what that exactly is. Oh, no, it's just a shadow of a tree. Oh, okay. Like, this can be a very valuable tool to use, too, is to get the very long-distance glassing out, and then you can kind of plan your approach to where the animal was. You know what, maybe I'll just sprint us up to see what this little point of interest is. Haven't heard any calls, haven't been able to see anything. Been bombarded by so many duck calls, though. Or, well, maybe not calls per se, but just hearing them quacking all over the place. So I'll just take a sprint, see what's up here. And then figure out where I want to go. I would like to try to get... Oh, hang on. What do we got here? Oh, whitetail. Could be a buck, could be a doe. I think the only way to really know will be if it calls or we're able to get lucky and spot it somewhere. Although it looks like Oh, well, speaking of, it's just a doe. Okay. I don't have to put any more worry into it then. Oh, hold on. I think it's fleeing, although I don't know... Can a bear pop a wheelie? Because, I mean, that's what it looks like it's doing. That is back the way we came, but that is why you want to be careful if you do run in the game, is you have a large area animals start picking you up from. So it's nice to at least see that there are bears on the map. I didn't exactly give a good circumstance for trying to get that one, and I don't know if I'd really want to... Oh, actually... Going off the map, there might have been a walkway I could have used to get to there, or at least there was a shallow area I could have tried crossing with. Yeah, I think I should look at maybe picking up another rifle Oh! Is there a track at the campfire? What the heck? Was an animal here cooking lunch? Gee, seems like the doe came right by the fireplace here. And actually, I don't know if that should still be smoking like that. Although I do have to give credit that they actually did do like the, as you see the heat coming up with the smoke in that, you can see how it kind of has that heat haze to it. I did pay attention to detail for that. Oh, it's a little bench. If we want to, we could take a little seat here. But yeah, I don't know if I'll go after the bear. Maybe what I'll actually do is follow the water line for a bit and see. Because with this being a bayou, I think that might mean there are some areas where it's easier to... Yeah, there are quite a bit of crossings between these little islands. So if I do... Oh! Well, you're not very smart, are you? Like, it's amazing you can have animals, like, say, the black bear, sprinting, run off, but I'm just walking around like a moron, and this dumb deer here doesn't even want to pick me up. Like, look how close I'm getting. Can I pet the deer? Will you let me pet you? No. But yeah, look how close you can get to, like, the does and that. But then other animals, it's, like, incredibly difficult to get even within the slightest bit of distance to them. Now, I hear more ducks. Okay, so I don't really see anything out right now. And again, just because of how I spooked that bear off, I don't want to go sprinting again. I mean, I don't really care that I scared the doe away. It took a fair bit to actually try to scare her, too, because again, I was able to basically almost walk right up to her, and might have been able to pet her if I wanted to. Yeah, I'll just slowly go along, keep my eyes open, and if I don't spot anything across water, I'll just keep working my way south so that way we get into a bit more of the proper marsh areas of the bayou. Oh, and then this is... Now this is where coastal hunting can be problematic, because if there's anything in these reeds, good luck spotting it. I'm pretty sure if you wanted to sort of cheat the system a little bit, you could always really reduce the... Okay, that is just the deer still. You could just really lower the graphics, and then you won't have anything like any plants or shrubs spawning or being loaded, so you have a much easier time seeing through it all. Oh, that's a different track. That's our deer, I believe, because I think that's solid, but this one up here looks like it's... Yeah, this one's a bit different. What do you got for us? Oh, no, you're whitetail still. Wait, if you're... Then what is this one? Oh, multiple whitetail does are here. That's what's going on. Oh, hang on a moment. Is that somebody? Oh, just a doe. Okay, yeah, so her, not really interested in. It looks like if I just keep going right south, we'll actually get to see the island itself here start turning into the more... So, I don't know what's going on with her, actually. I don't know if she picked me up and she's just, like, freaking out over there, or something else managed to scare her. I don't know if there's anything else that would be... Is that a bear? Huh. I actually see a bear out there. And... Actually, you know what? Let me bring out the rangefinder. Like, what is the distance? Because you are able to place down the markers using the optics. Okay. Reading about one... Yeah, it's quite a ways out there. But, I mean, it is an animal I haven't gotten yet, so... I do have the crossing available right here. I'll just swap that over quickly like that. Yeah, I really feel like I should probably pick up another rifle optic. Either the same one that I currently have, so I have two I can just... No, okay, well, she's flipped out entirely. But yeah, of all the things to spot, it's a bear's back end, just as it's, I think, even Oh, really? Oh, for sakes. Okay, so you have to stand to get across here. Oh, maybe I will be able to get some ducks this episode. Yeah, so I have to stay upright until I'm through the water. Now, if I crouch down... Let's see if we can try to get this... At least get a sighting on this bear. It is a female... Actually... No. I think... Is that something back that way, too? Oh, another doe. Okay, so... Of course, it's when I'm focused on something else I start having all the luck and... Hey, that looks like something. That looks like something. Oh, it is. And it is. Yes, they're squawking up pretty good there. My problem here, though... It's one thing to spot it from afar, it's another to try to sneak up to where you think it was and not make too much noise and accidentally, like, alert it. But, yeah, Rougarou seems to be one of the noisiest maps I think I've played in the Hunter Classic. With all the duck calls, the birds, the ambient sounds. Okay, I think it was... And we also got Bobcat here. Okay. Again, I was talking about, like, there's that warm-up period you almost have to get through for the game, and it seems like we've kind of gotten to it now. Or we've gotten through it. Okay, where might she have been? See, I don't know if she was actually sleeping or I just spotted her when she decided to take a moment to stand and rest. It's like for being... Okay, it's a bit ahead of us still. Just going to try to scratch a little itch I got. Okay, let's go down and slowly approach. Best to get the rifle ready. Yeah, I'm mid-free look right now, so just to get a little bit of an idea of what's going on around me as we're kind of approaching the last spot we saw her. Should be right on her last known position in just a few moments. So it's probably right about here. Yeah, there she was. Oh, that's the closest I think I've ever been to a black bear in the game. Like, holy crap, I did not realize she was literally just up there sleeping. So that's something. I'm not sure how many people have been able to get that close to one. I'm just going to resume. I won't trophy shot her, but oh man, that is, again, where you gotta be careful at times. I thought we were pretty close to where she was, and sure enough, we certainly were. I'm actually going to... See, I'm not going to try for the bobcat, because I don't think I have the... We'll see. Maybe I'll try for the ducks just in case. It's like, aside from the rabbit on Siler's Creek, I was doing rather okay using the shotgun for going after some animals. But yeah, I was not expecting her to have still been, like, asleep where she was. And I'm also very glad that she didn't, like, get alerted and turn to me. It was more like she was getting up, going to move off, and just gave me that opening for that lung shot. I almost thought I missed because it didn't seem like there was a reaction at first. Oh, though the ducks are probably gone now. I just thought of that because of that shot. Might have scared any of the ducks that were calling earlier out of the area. Yeah, just a whitetail. Oh, tracks from something else. Bobcat. I mean, it might actually be best luck to try for a bobcat just, like, looking towards some of these other small islands. Yeah, there are ducks flying about, but I need to check and see if they actually land as the... Oh! Actually, there's a black bear down here, too. Yeah, they... Okay, so probably was coming up this way, heard the shot, ran south. But depending on how they wanted to travel, I might even be able to see them from, like, a distance and kind of get a snipe shot in. Okay, so I don't... Oh, more bear droppings, I think. Looks like a pretty big pile of crap, so I think the only thing that could lead that is the bears. Yeah, so those ducks that were calling, they seem to be right out of the area now. Bear droppings? Yeah. Okay, kind of old, too. Oh yeah, you can see... should we cross over or stay here? I think I'm going to cross over. You can see right where the transition happens between the two biomes. And bobcat droppings too. Yeah, see, this is where it's going to be... Oh, I see a big fat butt. And it's on a bear. Okay, that's a male. I don't want to go after him too quickly. Okay, that's just a tree branch. I know. The color of it just seemed like it... No, really? Okay, let's go around that. Yeah, so we'll see. Maybe this will be a good bear episode, because we've gotten the one so far. This other one that we spotted. Might go trotting for a while, but I don't think they flee all that quickly. Like, when a bear really wants to move, they will move, but I think in the game, unless you, like, really, really spook it, they almost have more like a trot to flee than a straight up just a sprint to run get the heck out of Dodge. I'm curious whether he's gone up into the woods or he just, like, decided to stay... No, actually, he could be in the reeds a bit, too. Oh, he's... Okay, there he is, so... Yeah, having the butt end towards me isn't really great, because that doesn't let me get to the vitals. If I really wanted to shoot him up the ass, I could, but... Generally, for the bears, I prefer to try getting that lung shot. Because they are tanky animals. But it is interesting being able to get a little bit close like this. So he's not really in any urge to move anywhere. He's probably still alerted because of how, like, he trotted off. The more he's just sitting there, the more I want to just try, like, one right up the back end. See if maybe I could go up and get enough things to put him down instantly. Oh, is he turning a bit, though? Just need you to... A little more to your right, bud. Can you do that for me? Well, I think that's a lung. I don't see him running off anymore, so I think that might have put him down. Oh, no, there he is. Shoot. Yeah, it's a pretty dark spot. There's a fair amount. Looks like we'll have to try to get a second one in him, probably. I was hoping I'd kind of get, like, just inwards enough to poke the lung from the side, but I don't think I was able to get that. This possibly, maybe the shoulder took the blow. Maybe I should have just shot it right up the ass. That might have been my better course of action there. Well, at least I know he's still on this side of the water. And let's see. That's pretty bright for a body shot. But he was still going for quite a distance, so I'm guessing it is... Yeah, I'm thinking that was just a body shoot. Maybe I should try going more center of mass on him. Oh, I think that's him down there, though. Now, it looks like he might be laying down. I don't think he's properly dead yet, because if you're able to spot him, I don't think that's... It is picking him up. But I don't really see anything like movement, like just any shifting on him. Well, let's get the scope on him. Yeah, I think he's down. It looks like he's falling forward there. Okay, so... I didn't think that was going to be good because we were just getting the body for, like, where it said. Maybe just keep the rifle at the ready. I'm fairly sure he is down, but, again, just want to be cautious since I am having him, like, the spotting go off. And I don't see... Oh, no, there's a solid. Okay. Yeah, that's one of the best ways to tell whether an animal is truly down or not, is you'll have the solid semicircle to basically say, go and he's there to be harvested. Yeah, see, I thought that might have gone up and through to a lung. Let's see. No, it just says body. Actually, a pretty good GM score, though, with the 78 to him. But we'll just resume game, because, again, the placement... If it would have been a proper lung shot, I might have, but I think for now, we'll probably actually wrap things up here. It's not a bad way to end an episode, but I do wish I could be a little better and more accurate with the shot placements. That's just something, though, that's going to come with more time and practice and playing. I think I've got to just admit to, it's okay to take some messier shots, as long as it's, like, proper vital organs are hit. But yeah, we'll end things off here. So thank you guys very much for joining me on the first half of our Rougarou Bayou reserve tour. This is, again, the last reserve tour for the Hunter Classic, but that doesn't mean the game or the Hunter Classic won't still be on the channel. I'll probably do more, like, slower setup things, where I just go to a spot, sit back, maybe I'll even do, like, I'll get you guys to give comments of questions or things you want to hear me talk about or answer. And then that way, while we're sitting and just relaxing and waiting for something to happen, I can do that for you guys. You guys leave suggestions, and we'll see what we can do as we're starting to get towards that as, like, options. But thank you as always for joining me on this video, or in this episode. If you did like the video, be sure to give it a like, and if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure to leave all in the comments right down below. Until I do see you in the next video or episode, though, hunters and survivors, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, and happy hunting.